Hello from the people of the internet. I am Hyper Superstore and new Banlist. About fucking time. Please be the end of Kashtira. Spoiler alert, I already have spoilers for this, and I have to kind of wrap my head around some of the cards since I mostly play Master Duel nowadays. First, ban. Cyberstein. Why did this take so long? Why did this take so goddamn long for Cyberstein to get banned? Finally, getting rid of this gimmicky FTK card. It's gone. I don't have to see it anymore. Cyberstein, go on the ban list where you belong. The end. What's next? Next is Super Heavy Samurai Scareclaw. Super Heavy Samurai got a hit. I know they've been doing this generic FTK thing and making a whole bunch of negates, but really, Kashtira was the biggest threat. I honestly wouldn't mind a format where Super Heavy Samurai was the best deck. For one, it would give that deck actually something. Anything, really. But banned, alright, fine. It's not like we need Link monsters anymore now. Next card. Next card is number 81 something Mind Hacker. Diabolos? The Mind Hacker, I think it is. This is the card Kashtira uses to look in your extra deck and take out the best card in it. Ban. Anything that looks into the extra deck to rip a card out of it, I think should be hit with a ban hammer. Don't touch my hand, don't touch my deck, and certainly do not touch my extra deck. I have a distinct hatred for cards for doing those three things specifically. And thankfully, Kashtira's very bannable animal card that isn't even a Kashtira got banned. No more looking into my deck, so I have to spend $1,000 fucking dollars on getting two of the best cards in the deck. Heck, just so for you to rip the other one out, I have another one ready to go. Thank goodness. Please tell me there's more Kashtira hits. And actual Kashtira hits. Not just, it's not a Kashtira, but it helps them out, so go away. Next card is a pointer of the Red Lotus. Why was this card around even? What did I just say? Don't touch my hand, don't touch my deck, don't touch my extra deck. This one touches the hand, and it gives you full hand knowledge. I don't know why this one was legal for so long. Getting full hand knowledge of knowing what to negate and being able to rip a card out of it is incredibly good. Yes, it's a trap, but that won't stop people from getting perfect information of knowing exactly how to screw your opponent over. Christ. This one took long enough. No, I'm Brandon Expulsion. It's Brandon! I don't know what's going on! Is this the one that, does the locks? I legitimately don't know. It's Brandon. Every information that goes in one ear and it goes out the other. I can't help it. I can't remember a single thing about Brandon. All I know is Ash the Fusion and call it a day. But that is it for the bans. What about the limits? First of our limits is Blaster, Dragon Ruler of Infernos. We got two of them off. Two more to go, and we'll have all the Dragon Rulers ready to pounce once again. Honestly, I think this is fine. They've had their time. I think we've gone to the point where we don't need them anymore. Not to say they won't be good in certain decks, but, slowly trickle them out, see what's good, see what's bad, see what's completely fucking busted. And I am okay with Dragon Rulers coming back, personally. I know some of you see otherwise, but I say let the dragons do their thing. What's our next limit? Math Mech Circular. This is basically the best card of the deck. It's the only card of the deck. It's the only one that fucking matters. And honestly, I like Math Mech before Circular came out. Since Circular, it's just become boring, generic, Cyber's control, negate. I'm sorry, it bored me. I need to sleep, just saying it. Being circular to one. Fine. I don't really care. At the very least, this will force Math Mech players to be more interesting. Next limit. Ciphering Gear Gamma. This one actually hurts. Because I actually like Gamma and I like using it in Sprite. The price of fame, the price of fame. Yeah, I know Gamma's extremely powerful, but that's why I like it. I think it's balanced too, needing an open board state. Well, it's not really hard on turn 0 when you're waiting your opponent to do a lot of things. But I still say you need to actually think with Gamma. I understand why it's going to 1, but could we have it back 3 or even 2 in a future ban list, please? Next for our limits is Danglong, first of the Yang Zhang. I like this. I like this a lot. Yeah, you can just say it's a worst copy of Ibli. The first of the world Chalice, I believe it is. But yeah, I just want to see what Sword Soul can do with Danglong. That's it, really. I know, kind of shallow. But I am fascinated to see where Danglong fits in meta decks, if at all. Maybe we just gotta point the past Danglong. I like Danglong being back. I am interested to see what brews I can make with Yang Zing. Well, not Yang Zing. Sword Soul combined with Yang Zing. Next for our limits is Kashtira Arise Heart. The big macrocosmos badass. Monsters Macrocosmos is usually not that big of a deal until they're absolutely that big of a deal. Dark Law, the Virtual World one, either one can be seen as meta viable for a number of reasons. But without a doubt, Arise Heart has been the best of it. Not only because the deck it's involved in is actually pretty goddamn good, 9 zone lock and everything, but it also has other things it can do besides just Macrocosmos. Yeah, the other Macrocosmos-like monsters do other things. The Virtual World just keeps bringing itself back after it's dead, and Dark Law gets a hand rip when you search. Those can be played around very easily. This has a targeted banish face down. The problem with the other one's secondary effect is that they're reactive, while this one's proactive. Dark Claw, you have to wait for your opponent to add something from deck to hand. Then you get to rip a random card out of their hand. And the Virtual World one, gotta be sent to the graveyard first. Then you could bring it back. This is the Macrocosmos on legs. That's very easily summoned since it has the Zodiac thing where it could just be stacked onto one for free. And that's why I think this is one of the best ones. Because it's very free. Virtual World bricks like 30% of the time, and Hero is Hero. I get it, I love Hero, but let's not kid ourselves here. I require a mass change to do anything, and I die to one Regeki. I still think they could do more to hit Kashtira, but we're not done yet, so let's continue. Early Delicious Memories? Didn't this deck just get support? I don't get it. I don't get it at all. One could say this ban was made in bad taste. Alright, let's get to the next one before I make any more bad jokes. Naturia Sacred Tree. Like, Naturia is like one of the better decks this format. Like Naturia Runic. I wouldn't hit the Naturia part unless it was Beast. I definitely would hit that Runic part. I mean, fine, I guess. On to the semi-limits, since I'm one of those people who actually likes the semi-limited list. and think it has a purpose for cards like Destiny Hero Malicious or Zodiac Rapier. Can we get that? No. Plus I think Dren's still banned. Damn it. Let's get into the semi-limits. First semi-limit is Herald of the Orange Light. Your element's dead, it's gone, so Orange Light can slowly come back to Drytron, falling right into my lap for us to do shenanigans again. Oh, how lucky day. Kashira Unicorn. Isn't Unicorn kind of the cyber dragon of them? What's the one that does the zone locking? Just put the ban on that one. Easy enough. Lightning Storm to 2. Why? Out of the big blowout cards, Lightning Storm is kind of one of the worst ones right now. So I don't get the point of it. You just play 2 copies of this and a Regeki or a Harpy's Feather Duster, depending on what you feel like. Probably Duster. Since you can play 3 Regeki now, I always forget about that. Next semi-limit is Runic Fountain. Fuck you, Runic. I just don't like Runic's playstyle. It needs to die. And a lot faster than just Fountain getting semi-limited. Hey, put a ban on it and call it a day. Next card is Sky Striker Mobilize Engage. So we're clearly not learning our lesson now, are we? When this deck goes straight back up to the top and this card gets banned again, don't come crying to me when I call it. Last up for the semi-limits is Sprite Starter. Damn you, Master Duel, reaching over into the TCG. I don't think Sprite was doing much, actually. Why hit Starter? Because Master Duel has Starter at 2? I don't know. What went to 3? Alright, so this is what went to 3. Blackwing Steam the Cloak. There's no needle fiber anymore, so it's fine. Go ahead. Next is Gen X Allied Birdman. It's a bird. Pretty sure we're all used to the shenanigans it does by now, and we don't really care. Next. Samsara Lotus is part of FTKs, though we're all pretty sure it doesn't really work anymore. Kind of bad FTKs, and if it's not consistent, it's probably not good enough to be on the ban list. Goodbye. Next is Loreless Recital Nightingale. Recital Starly. Can we ban Tri-Brigades yet? No? Okay, I'll wait until the next ban list. Next is Draco Face Off. Okay, Trip, have your fun. And see what you can do with this. And next is Sky Striker Mecha Mobilize Multi-Roll. This is a bad idea. And that's the last of it. Sky Striker stuff coming off is a bad idea. But Kashtira stuff going on there, even though I think we should just go after the one that does the zone blocks, is a good idea. And Dryden's still banned. Motherfucker. We were overdue for a list by this point, so they could have done a lot worse. But I think some things were pretty good on this. It kind of feels like they're trying to shake up the meta, like they should with every ban list. But not just the top deck, but all the decks. Trying to make us reconsider literally everything about it. I have my opinion. Kashtira is still the best deck of the format. Ban the Zone Locker. What did you guys think of the ban list? Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. Leave a like on the video if you liked it. Subscribe to see more 9 zone locks. and hit that little notification bell to see when I upload all the time. Until next time on Hyper Super Sora, sayonara.